Hello, friends and bees and friends who are also bees, and welcome to this week's Indie Thursday stream. I have just had this moment of terror where I think music may not have been playing for the last 4 minutes, and you've just had awkward silence, and wow, that moment of terror was confirmed. I should probably hit play on music before I go live on OBS, but that would require me to be at least somewhat competent. Hello, the world is incredibly scary right now, and there is the best thing I think I can do right now is provide a little bit of shelter and storm, shelter from the storm. So if you want to come along, welcome to this week's Dishonored 2 stream, where we are going to be investigating Aramis Stilton's manor, and I may have spoilt the primary premise of this chapter in the title, but it's okay, you learn it pretty early on in the mission, and it's also just about the only thing that I can remember about the mission, other than that you have a choice as to how you end it. Anyway, let's swap over to the GP, shall we? Pardon me. Let me see, is this actually paused? No, it's not, because it's no longer accepting input from my media control buttons. That's great and fun and sexy. Whatever. I was about to say let's swap to the GP, and then I realised I was already in the GP. Let's keep going. I'm still really annoyed at myself that I completely forgot that New Game Plus was a thing that existed. The sigh was just because I put my dinner into the food tracking app I use, and it goes, yeah, you really fucked your every weekend from like Friday through Sunday, whatever attempts I may have at eating healthily go completely out the window. They just die of death. Right, so I worked out, sorry, here's what happened. When we left off, we were here about to do the Jindosh riddle, and then I worked it out off camera and have now, of course, completely forgotten it. So, forgive me a second, I have just had an incredibly scary thought. I had a document that had all my working out, and I'm pretty certain I accidentally threw it out. Luckily I already taken a screenshot of it, so I can't prove that I solved it, but I did with some help solve it. I swear to God. It's just unfortunately we now have to go find the solution. I feel so stupid sometimes. As I was going through, I was like, man, maybe I should like check what this is before I delete it, and then I just didn't. Whatever, am I right? Okay. Softly but with feeling. Just trust me, okay? I did solve it. So, Marcola had the diamond. Finch had the war medal, which I just scrolled straight past. There we go. Natsu has the bird pendant. Marcola, nope, incorrect. Winslow has the ring, and Conte has the snuff tin. And that was absolutely not cheating.
We did it. Now to find Aramis Stilton.
I got the achievement for solving it without cheating. Basically what it is I took the, rip. Still missing one of the paintings, oh well. I solved it without obtaining the answer from anyone else, looked around shiftily, eliminated both, and deduced the door code by looking it up. Because I'm a cheaty McCheaterson. No, what I meant to say is what I did, I took a picture of the solution and I sort of wrote out the riddle and sort of worked out what I could, and then using like one answer worked out the rest of the answers, and then it was checking it as it went along to make sure that my logic was right. So it's I definitely solved it, but I at least to a little degree solved it. Okay, so get off my dick that nobody is on. A strange ritual was performed 3 years ago in Aramis Stilton's manor, involving Delilah Copspoon and her followers. Once inside, find out what you can about Delilah's secrets. Can do, will do. Physically unable not to do.
Time is an odd thing. Growing up, I was excited about what the years might hold, about the places I'd visit. I recall childhood moments with my mother on her throne and my father, a figure of mystery. I remember the rat plague, mother's passing, and all that happened at the Hound Pit's pub. Now this. I just want to put
God, Delilah is so
Delilah's
hot.
reign and get my father back.
Listen, I've said it once, I'll say it 1,000 times. Delilah's fucking banging.
Pulled herself up from tragedy, grabbing the empire and changing it to her liking. With Duke Luca Abel, she transformed a coddled dilettante into a schemer who helped her take my throne. She's made herself immortal, and even my father's sword couldn't end her life. I'm going to undo all she's done. And next time, I'll hold on to the things I cherish, just a bit tighter.
Also, pre-warning, I'm gonna need to pee in like 5 minutes because I just had a mug of tea.
That's
Why?
strange.
When it's
I feel drained by this place.
incredibly warm? Why? It's because I'm a dipshit. Well, we have no magic. And some spooky... We've got 1, 2, 2 runes and 2... So we've got 65, 100... Where's the other rune when it's at home? Okay, we'll go for that one. We have no magic, which is, you know, not ideal. Knock knock. It's your boy. We're going to avoid him for a second. I'm gonna go pick up the rune if I can get to it.
When no one keeps the rooms clean and dry, a house goes to rot.
Sure does. How many runes do I have now anyway? 4. Ooh, so I could buy doppelganger. Or I could upgrade Mesmerize. I'm gonna go for upgrading Mesmerize, I think. I should upgrade that next, really. Oops. Here we go. Now, we entered. So he's currently in the study. This goes by the American system where the ground floor is the first floor. Even though if you ask me it should be floor 0. But hey. We all do things differently. So we're currently sneaking up to the top of the Great Hall. We've got that over there. Which, again, we're going to try and sneak over to. But there are a lot of bits that you can only do once you have a later mechanic. So we may not be able to, and that's okay too. Yeah, we're pretty much limited in being able to get to those. That's okay. We'll actually go talk to Stilton now instead, I guess. Can't get through here though.
We'll be getting started soon. The Duke's beloved.
Run up. And over this way. Yes, no, maybe? Was I wrong about that? God, that scared me. the rats moving knocked the bucket over.
I dreamed the Duke and I were hunting, but the deer had bases.
Too spooky, dude. Grim.
There are whales
What's
down
up?
in the mines,
How's it going, dipshit?
Stilton?
calling to one another. Swoon.
3 years ago, something inside Aramis Stilton snapped like a chain.
Fuck.
A part of him and a part of this house never left that evening. The Duke's inner circle are still gathered here, setting their grand plan into motion. Delilah's plan. And a part of Aramis Stilton is always here, still breaking. The Void is not exactly a place, and it's much older and stranger than you could ever know. It watches you from within. And at the heart of Stilton's house, the Void is leaking through a pinprick left behind by Delilah's little trick. Even magic is perverted here, and things don't work like they should. Take this. Imagine it's a kind of timepiece. Go and watch the Duke and Delilah. See for yourself what they did.
Beasts.
Timepiece travel between present and past. Press thing to change timelines, or press E to show. Can't change timelines when there's an obstacle in the way. Time passes and changes made have consequences.
They'll all see I don't belong among the upper crust. The fine. That came from Tivia. I'm told it's quite the rage there. How did I get so old? Where are the men of my younger days? The dances we had here.
Okay.
I can't stand the way they look at me.
By the Void.
Your guests are waiting in the study. The Duke is demanding refreshments, and I can't get in without the combination.
There's a note on the door.
Right. We still don't have magic.
Speaking bluntly, I really don't like
up Brianna Ashworth, I believe.
Yes, that's her. She's an odd one. Anyway, keep up the good work.
Thank you, Captain.
Pick that up. And eat those two. Pianos everywhere. Right, here we go. Mission clues. Stilton, rules combination is written there. Chukabella is in a circle waiting for Aramis Stilton in the study. Timepiece is a door between the past and the present. Okay.
The only way out of here is through the present, using this timepiece. Something is wrong here. Even the air feels off.
Ice is leaking, coming out of the walls. It's ruining the carpets.
Okay, we have no magic, which means we need to rely on the old-fashioned art of actually being...
Stilton's home was quite nice before whatever happened.
Honestly, why does Stilton even bother trying to impress people like the dude from that curator? He's better than he'll ever be. My heart palpitates.
Nope. Changed my mind. Okay. F9. Did not see that guy sitting down there. Let's reload. What does this note actually say? I didn't read it. Duke and some of the others in the study, make sure they're comfortable. If you need me, I'll be out back in the courtyard clearing my head before I join them. If you need the most recent code of the study, it's in my notebook. Come find me. Right.
Stilton's home was quite nice before whatever happened.
Do it yourself. Mr. Stilton's given away another set of silverware.
Gonna check them out. In order to eat everything, get usual things. So you have to get the import cheese. Someone mentioned Colcani cabin cheese and wine from Bristol, the best, very, very best you can find. Follow on the cooks from the noble's house if you have to. It is the Duke himself will be hosting. I want to have those tiny barnacles wrapped in pork belly. I had them at Galley last month, couldn't get enough. And get sardines and those little twice cooked cakes from the bakery and some sweets. No matter the money. If you're not sure, come see me. Basically, the reason why we choke them out is so that they don't reveal us later on. Also because, as is my habit, I have to eat everything I can find. Doesn't matter if I actually need it for health or not. Okay. Kitchen key needed. Neither of you have it. It's not over here, which means let's see if I can. I can do this. this. We're gonna store their bodies in the kitchen.
Where are you hiding?
What? Who saw me? Oh, you saw me. How? Never mind, I won't store their bodies anywhere. I'm trying to avoid using sleep darts as much as possible in order to retain as many of them as possible, because you don't get them anywhere near as much here as you did in the first game. Right. So... yeah. Goes there, but doesn't suspect anything. We choke this guy out. Pull him back here. F5. We go choke this guy out and also pull him back here. Don't pick up his body. And we hit F5 once. What? And I get seen by a ghost.
Shit! What?
Someone sees me through the walls, clearly. To all of you working tonight, Mrs. Stilton asked me to restrict access to the Great Hall. After none of the Dickens other guests, they'll have their own people with them tonight for security. I'll be in the dining room if I'm needed. Okay, we need the master key for that. Okay, right. We're all gonna hang out there for a bit. How many have we got here? What? Nope. Don't worry about it. Just the two, huh?
Someone is asking for trouble over there.
What was that? I'll help you look around.
F9. So if we stand there, they will see me. So I'm going to try going upstairs instead. This is how you play this game, right? By save scumming repeatedly and just fucking about until you get a good situation. I tried blowing up my candle and it didn't work. I was too distracted by having saved right as I get spotted. Right. As soon as we load in. There we go. Time to try going upstairs.
There's something else you should know. The center of the manor is off limits tonight. Everything around the study.
What's so special about the center of the manor?
Nothing, usually. But the Duke and his party are here tonight, and they don't want to be disturbed.
Okay. That looks like a place to explore next.
I assure you, I rub shoulders with some of Karnaka's best people.
Trust me, we don't want to get tangled up with the Duke and his inner circle. I'm not sure how Mr. Stilton tolerates them, to be honest.
I'll stop.
Looks like a good place to hide and chill for a
Stilton
bit.
wasn't born to all this. Allegedly, he started as a minor.
And then just worked very hard, I guess. Much as Brenton and Theodonis at a ballet. Which on the marble flooring. I think I've read this. Collector of artwork, she commenced and drawn symbolizing increments of time from Sokolov. Tribute to her late son, who died at the hands of deranged street scoundrel studying abroad. She was also a architect and busied herself with projects of varied as the building orphans of seafarers. Academy and installation of marble flooring in the original Ducal Palace. Marble was a gift to the Abele family from the late Empress Jessamine Colton, who had the stone quarried from the cliffs off Redmoor. It was raised to make room for the new palace constructed in the direction of Lucca. Substantially, all of the artworks and treasures from the old residence were lost or destroyed. Callis was a private person and rarely made public appearances. She died in her 57th year after a tragic fall. Holiday for the mine work has been granted by mine owner Aris Milton to be held annually on the death of the late great Duke Theodonis Abele's death. Complimentary beverages and other consumables will be available until midnight at the Batista Community Saloon. Entertainment has been retained to the delight of all assembled. Feats of skill will be held, challenging those who dare to games of stone tossing and rat catching. Mines will be closed on the holiday, with all associated operations halted. All may partake of the festivities. Stilton hopes the holiday will be henceforth known as Theodonis Day and will mark by remembrance of the former Duke and his many fine accomplishments for the benefit of our beloved Karnaka. Why am I speed reading? Because of who I am as a person. I will take that, even though I did not know it was safe. Okay, right. I heard someone, but I can't see anyone.
You have to understand, I'm good.
Listen, like, just don't worry about it, okay? Same to you. I'm sorry to choke you out, but, I don't want any witnesses, you know? You have to understand. I'm doing this old madness that everyone seems to have paintings of. What's this?
What will change in the present based on what I do here tonight?
Many things, no doubt. Many and varied things. God, I wish I could, smart of you to agree to host this battle party. I'll do much for your social standing, and I know I can count on you. Be careful not to bug it up. Here's the particulars, more later. Need a locked room. Locked. It's very important because we don't want your servants entering at a sensitive moment and ruining everything. Nor would we want any of the guests to leave. No windows, or if there must be windows, perhaps to make sure they're heavily draped. Once everyone has been made comfortable with refreshments and such, it is crucial your servants and security retreat for the night. They must not interfere. Send them home if you must, or to the treats if they have no residence. As for guests, I believe there will be 5 of us, including you. No surprise additions, please. If someone stops by, send them away. This is to be a private seance, and the guests have been especially chosen by Brianna Ashworth. You don't want to displease her, do you? I hope I've made these instructions clear. You are my father's closest friends, and I know the old badger would be happy that you're helping me with the matter.
Make it.
After spending a day inspecting Tunnel 12, I overheard Claire talking about my hands. Sort of gentlemen are we working for, she said. With that black under his nails. Disgusting. It's exactly what she said, and those words continue ringing in my ear. Jamie, talk with Jamie to see if any idea nice. Jamie said many fine gents get their fingers manicured at the barber, so tomorrow when I catch shave, I'll ask for the service as well. Though shop is small, Miguel is the best barber in the Batista district. I've seen him for years, and for all this hubbub and money. I asked him for a manicure, and he snorted knowing it wasn't like me. It wasn't like me. Being new to all this, I simply said, give me what everyone else gets. I didn't realise the simple act of having my nails cleaned would involve the application of expensive, strong-selling lacquers. It does not suit me, so I must take steps to get this off my hands before tomorrow's inspections. The lacquer was quite hard. Thankfully, I found that it softened somewhat with turpentine, though leaving it susceptible to a good scrubbing with gritted paper. Then on my hands looked more abused than ever.
Stilton was a good man, at odds with the Duke.
Nothing in there. That's fun, funky, and fresh. Honestly, more than anything, hope you're not spending too many days down onto the earth still to my friends, sniffing for obnoxious fumes or inspecting creaking sports. You've earned a better life and I want you to live it. That said, I missed our weekly supper and hearing more about your plans for improving the conditions for the miners. Much more interesting the drivel I'm forced to endure in the course of a day. Promise me that next week you'll go with me, we talk some new gadget meant to predict collapses before they happen, or what have you. For me, as if uniting on the squabbling rivals in Serkonos were not enough, I'd have another troubling letter from Nuka's school. So, this time I'm afraid a young man was badly injured. Some school by prank gone dreadfully wrong, but then he's not really a boy anymore, is he? I haven't made the impression on him that I wanted, not even half. What will become of Serkonos when I'm gone? Ah, I burden you too much. All will surely be well. Or will it? Waggles eyebrows. I bet it honestly seems like kind of a guy who was very taken advantage of more than anything else, if that makes sense.
Tonight, Tukabel and the others will drink my expensive whiskey and scheme. Jindosh will watch me like a cat with a half-chewed mouse. Ashworth will sneer about how conventional the rest of us are. Missing the obvious, she'll flirt for a while, then put me in my place. I'll sit on my anger, remembering what Theodanis meant to me. I'll tell myself I worked for this honor. I swung a pick in the mines, and now the fine folk are guests in my house. If they want to hold a seance, who am I to say it's nonsense? Whatever happens, I'll regret it. But afterward, Megan's coming by. Talking with her always sets me right.
It really does seem like Theodanis is more than anything is a guy who got taken advantage of, like I said. You know, he seems pretty, I don't know, I feel bad for him is all. In an odd way, perhaps. How the shit do I get there? Right, well. Time for your friend and mine. This thing to come out. Whoops. Here we go. Am I wrong? Possibly. I am wrong. Okay. Someone has a fire and it smells really nice. Okay. Well, I know where I want to get, I just don't know how to get there. You know?
I think I heard something under my shirt.
Well. Obviously there's oh, I keep doing that. No way through, so let's continue exploring this way.
I wish there were more like her. Honest and courageous. She called him a petty fogger. So he wrote a letter to her employer. Now she lives on the streets and eats from the trash.
Okay, let's There's another one where we need the master key. Oops. I need to leave doors open when I come from them, so that I know whether I've been through there or not.
Does Artemis Stilton actually play the harp or the piano?
Not that I ever heard.
What are we doing here then? Why hire a tuner for instruments no one ever plays?
If you ask me,
Leave me alone! Guard! Someone!
That's gonna count towards me getting noticed, but I can't remember when I last saved, so
Please, please, don't hurt me!
if there's anything here other than the fan, I will reload. There's 20 coins in a fan, but don't worry about it. There's nothing of interest here anyway. I'm gonna reload. Somebody outside does have a fire going, and it does smell very, very nice. I love the smell of wood fires. I'm guessing it's a bonfire or a barbecue rather than like an actual fire, but it's still my favourite smell. Ah, how annoying. I haven't saved since I went into the bedroom. How frustrating. Oh well. We'll go pick everything up, realise we can't get through, and then sneak through those doors there. At least I know there's nobody around here.
What will change in the present based on what I do here tonight? Megan claims Stilton was a good man, at odds with the Duke.
Sneer about how conventional the rest of us are. Missing the obvious she'll flirt for a while and put me in my place. I'll sit on my anger, remembering what Theodatus meant to me. I'll tell myself I worked for this honor.
Why does he have eels in his cupboard? Very odd.
The fine folk are guests in my house. If they wonder who they are, who am I to save them?
Okay.
Talking with her always sets me right.
Well. Oops. Save again. We. Jesus. For a police van goes down the road and scares the shit out of me, because I think for a hot second it's happening in game. Well, there's no point going in that room because we know there's barely anything there. So let's continue our wanderings over this way. About to embark on a journey deep underground. Work is hard, but for the people who dig deep, there is a long-standing tradition behind the labour, behind the culture itself. You'll explore and excavate vast caverns and search a precious seal for another valuable ores. Your eyes may be the first to take in the grandeur of some of these underground grottos and seemingly endless shafts. However, as you must know, mining is one of the most dangerous jobs in the Empire of the Isles. Before you begin, it's essential you understand these basic safety rules. Always bring a full day's rations of food and water with you, 2 if you can carry the extra weight. Be aware that canaries and sparrows are susceptible to invisible vapours and will swoon when harmful gases are present. Exit the mine immediately if you should happen to cage birds near you. Always wear the protective goggles and breathing apparatus provided by the foreman's office. Stay with your group at all times. Do not venture alone into unmarked caverns and tunnels. Watch those around you for signs of exhaustion or dizziness. Keep one another safe. Demand for the silver is at an all-time high, so work hard, stay safe, and keep the precious metal coming. Cool to see the Miners' Union paid for by Stilton. can't remember what any of these do, so...
I'm hungry.
Do I have any grenades? Yes, I do.
More bad things have happened here in the last 5 years than in all the years of my life before that. That much. Who are you? Stop! You're so dead.
That didn't work as planned. I wonder if I can travel back in time. That's what I can do. I keep forgetting I have the ability to travel back in time, despite it being the key component of this section. On the furthest reaching pier, I was abandoned as the vessel fled port. Okay, I've read that one already. Ow. So now I can do this.
I'm sure it's nothing. Someone just heard a dog bark or something. Because now we're all on edge. I'm hungry.
I like that you can't see anything, it's just a shirtless man. Despite this very clearly being where I came in from. Anyway, we have the master key now, which is fun and also sexy. And now it's time for us to wander all around here. I keep swapping back to I keep swapping back like out of habit. Mine.
I might be able to get around that, going back into the past. Oops.
Look on those. Pick up this. Here we go. Do try not to move the statue by yourself. It's heavy and unstable. We'll wait for Jamie to come back and do it together. I know you mean good by putting it in the hall, but Mr. Stilton's not the type who enjoys contemplating his own face over dinner. Also, the bust was a gift from the Duke's father, the late Duke Theodana. Sad memories for Mr. Stilton. Anyway, the statue's back in the vault, but he wants it facing the wall, which is going to require some sweat. Good news that he agreed to remove the creepy painting and bought at the flea market from the dining hall, so I put it in there as well. I'm gonna look this up because I can't actually remember what to do here. Find and page set at you. Thing. What? What? Hey, did you guys know that I'm incredibly dumb and completely forgot what, like, which one was past and which one was future? Anyway, there are so many, like, place is fucked up, you know? There we go. There's a whole bunch of grossness. Oh. A doggy. Another doggy. F9, the fuck out of that. I am so lost. Both like emotionally and physically, you know? It's time to take a look at the maps. Study through 4 is the dining room. Where's 4? So am I currently next to the? I'm currently next to the grand hall. Okay.
What would you give for a bottle of pear soda?
There's so many cash registers in this place. Anyway.
2 more months, she says. Then she'll leave him. I can wait.
How are you even seeing me from behind?
I closed my locker before coming out. Last time I left it open, someone left a hagfish in my jacket pocket. What, like a stocking without a leg? That's what. Nothing. Worse than nothing. Where are you hiding?
What? Oh, don't worry about it.
Ah! Oh, shit.
I'm gonna reload because that's ruined my getting spotted. And I'm very lost. It would have made more sense to follow along where the story leads, but I am chronically incapable of doing things that make sense. So I have to be dumb instead. Right. Printing, unlocked safe. I think I'm going backwards. Although that's not so much of the thing, because I am definitely. Jamie, could you please send along this note to Lucia Pastor at the Miners Family Committee, along with my mask prototype? Make sure to kit him up a bit first, though. Thank you. Lucy, have you seen my plan for the masks? I fashioned one for myself and wore it in our deepest mine for over 2 days. I'm excited to say it has some very promising qualities, significantly reducing the intake of solids into the lungs. You must try it, also, because I want your thoughts on the matter. I would like to begin manufacturing these for all mining crews. Okay. Right. Okay.
I wonder what I was doing in Dunwall on this night. Or what I am doing.
Well, don't think about it too much, it will make your head hurt. Right, I have done what I think is commonly called been stupid.
Wait, I'll have a look over there.
Fuck. That didn't work. I wonder if I can call the elevator. Find in page. Black bone. Charm. What? Bypass the door into the furnace room. How? What and why? So, go through here, on this side, do that, F5, do this, can't get any further in, and over there are doggies that see me if I go too far over. Still can't actually get in there though. I see. So we go in here, and it's extremely gross. So, we go in the past. That's a body. There's a bone charm in there. So, here's what we do. What have I done? Let me explain before we take action. You know my ongoing Silvergraph project. Came across this dead hound and I thought how perfect for my art, so I brought it home, but then I noticed some suspicious swelling across the ribcage. As you can imagine, I panicked. What if it's bloodfly larva? What can one do in such situations? I have no idea, so I set the carcass here for you. If it is bloodflies, it'd be well if you dispose of it quickly. Burn it, I suppose. Forgive me for dumping this in your hands, but you are so capable. Whoops. Yeet. Close. Look away. That seems remarkably unsafe. Anyway, teleport back. There are no blood flies. We can climb over here. Oh, no. 238. There's the weird generator. Anyway, I now know that it is 1, 2, 3, 8. And no, you had to look up a guide for that. Due exclusively to you being stupid. Okay. Let's see what new bone charms we've got. Damage is increased. Heat. That looks good. What's the other one I got? Explosions. Burst, I think that's the electral burst, I think, is the one I just got. I'm pretty happy with my current bone charm setup though. Right. Now we can do this. And we want to go downstairs now. There's doggy here, so we're going to call this elevator. Go back and hide down here for a minute. Open here. And go down to the cellar. Eat the jelly deals that they seem to always have. Just like everywhere, just in general.
Don't throw it. Drop it gently. It's silver. It's not going to break. I'm not worried about it breaking. You know why the basement's sealed off? Blood flies. Yeah. They should keep the curious away. And we'll come back later to pick up the loot. It's a good, simple plan. So why are you nervous?
Because there's some idiot fucking about. That's why they're nervous. Right. Right.
What's that noise? Show yourself.
Can't hear a thing, okay?
Careful, don't throw it. Drop it gently. It's silver. It's not going to break. I'm not worried about it breaking. The basement's sealed off. Blood flies. Yeah. Hey, who is?
Fuck. I've ruined my no-kill. How disappointing that we can't carry bodies through time, eh?
Is there?
No, listen, there's no one around, so stop acting like there is, okay?
Careful, don't throw it. Drop it gently. It's silver. It's not going to break. I'm not worried about it breaking. You know why the basement's sealed off, right? Blood flies. Yeah, they should keep the curious away, and we'll come back later to pick up the loot. It's a good, simple plan. So why are you nervous? Dumbass, if you disturb that nest, they'll find our bloated corpses down here a week from now, full of blood fly maggots. Are they that bad?
Huh? Where did you go? I'll search with you. I'll have a look around. Look everywhere. Nothing, damn it. Found anything yet? Be on your guard. Right, boys? Nothing here. Shit. Keep your eyes peeled. No luck. What?
I'll be damned.
Fuck. Ruined my not being spotted. Ah, how rude. Fine. I'll let them do their funky
Show
thing.
yourself. Careful, don't throw it. Drop it gently. It's silver. It's not going to break. I'm not worried about it breaking.
Blood flies.
Thank you, I will take that. Fuck. Ah, I got hurt because I dropped that on my foot. It'll be fine, I'm sure. There we go. All rats. Faithful Jamie, I've discovered a leak in the basement. Don't go and fix it, good man. There's a bloodfly nest near it, and the situation is altogether too dangerous. I'm sure another solution will present itself once I think on it a bit. Unfortunately, I've lost my mind. A lot on my mind right now. In the meantime, let's seal up that portion of the basement to close off the danger. Water is likely to raise a bit, so be sure to keep the drain stoppers open. How's your leg? If it's still bothering you, I can have the doctor round to give it a look. Fuck, and I cannot emphasize this enough. Off. Right, so we want to pick this up, and then remember where the thing is. Still be in there, letting you drain it, but only if you can remember where the valve is that you need to drain from. You're fine, don't worry about it. Didn't work. Am I? There, cool. I mean, it took me like 5 years to remember, but there we go. We always meant to do it that way. Now, just climb back out of here. Just gonna go pick up Jesus, that's horrible. Fuck you, dude, leave me alone. The stuff. Now that's got me all blind charmed out. So that's the last ring that I need to get. Now come on, up you hop. Fine. We'll go the hard way.
What's that noise?
It was nothing. Please don't worry about it. Never been able to replicate my success of jumping up. Ah, alas. It's right though, because I can stand. Right. For you. Aha! I remember how to get to where I'm going. There we go.
I think I heard something.
What? You didn't hear anything. Chill out, dude. Right, so here's what we're gonna do.
Something's amiss. Then I just can't get comfortable.
Let's fail catastrophically at being sneaky. That's what we're going to do. I already explored all of
I wonder
this.
what I was doing in Dunwall on this night. Or what I am doing.
I haven't, but there's not much really. Is that again? Okay. So we've got to get over there.
I'll find you.
There's nothing to find, dude, don't worry. Right. Oops.
Really go for a whiskey or something. Maybe one of them 2-penny drinks.
Where I came from.
Stilton's acting odd-like today. Just staring at nothing.
I don't think the Duke and Stilton are on good terms.
Today feels different. Stilton seems spooked.
Watch yourself up there. Nobody's repaired the balcony yet. If those supports break, I might not be able to catch your heavy ass.
I'm counting on you, ma'am. It might be romantic.
All right. Who's there?
No one.
Pretty sure I saw someone.
You saw no one, don't worry about
So
it.
let's see. What was it?
It was me knocking you out and leaving you there to sleep. Just a warning, being as a balcony is descended to falling down, please don't touch it or go near it even. Especially don't touch them supports I put up. That's just temporary and likely as any to fall down the slightest. Anyways, I got someone to fix it up real good in a week or so. So there is an achievement to get here, which I don't know if I have, so I'm going to check super quickly to see if I do or don't have it. Because if I don't have it, I'm not going to bother. I do not have it. Right, so save, and hopefully this won't count as killing. Oops.
I've
time travel. And we can do some climbing. And up here is a room. In darkness, round and round, 1 by 2 by 3 by 4. In the sunshine, hear that sound. Jump up, jump down, jump for the door. In the nursery, something crawls. Mind the ceiling, mind the floor. In the garden, barbed and bright. Round and round and round, no more. Gotta say, not a fan. Really? That's kind of not my jam. Ah, piss. Annoyingly, he did notice me, which is going to ruin my not being noticed. But that's fine. I make my own mistakes.
You can tell he's no good.
Mr. Stilton must be a big reader. I saw the books in the study.
Stilton? Hardly. Those are for show.
Why would you buy so many books if you're not even going to read them?
They're not books. They're symbols of wealth and good reading. Now, get back to doing your job.
Yes, ma'am.
Until he puts on those boots, sees the surprise I left for him. Idiot.
Okay. Bip. 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 Okay. Have read that.
I'll search for you.
What?
An entire shipment of whale oil tanks just
Whatever.
taken right from under their noses. Idiots.
Like how he looked right at me and didn't see anything. I have, by the by, absolutely no idea where I am. Incorrect. Maps. Butterfly room. That's where I am. Okay. Okay.
Think you're smart?
Actually, I really don't. I think I'm dumb as a doorknob, quite honestly. No!
Hey, who is it?
You saw no one, don't worry about it. I was about to say, oh, I can use memorize to distract them, and then I realized I can't. I'm just gonna try and go for that last rune, I think. I kind of don't feel like exploring.
Pretty sure I saw someone.
You saw no one, don't worry about it. This is what I wanted.
Isn't it dinner time yet? It's starving the shit.
Shit is that? Right. Where's the painting I'm after? Right.
Huh? Hey, who is?
Fuck. I need to wait for her to go further along. Stillden's Manor was more dangerous before it fell into ruin, and back during the years that security was still in place. Man, you don't fucking figure, eh? Cannot wait to play this game again on High Chaos.
I'll find you.
I love High Chaos. Okay, so she's like,
Hey, coward!
what the shit? We can knock her out as well. Wander over this way.
This reminds me of something my mother had from when she was young.
Somewhere over here is... I saw a painting. Where did it go? What? Right, well that's where I want to get. But there is, of course... that, there it is. That rune, which I want to get more. Okay, let's save. Okay. Where's the painting now? Next stepper. Next steppy.
One night at the party house. One night. Covered in shankers.
Pick up some coins. Teleport in, pick up a rewire tool that I already have. What? Alright, it's right. Now I got the achievement, Jesus Christ. Okay. There were some doggies in here, but I guess they're gone now. I know what I want to find. I want to find the elevator. Spooky. Ah, the doggies are over here. Now apparently planting them, killing them rather okay, it doesn't make me well, I mean it may make me a monster, but it doesn't make me a murderer. Really quite creepy, my good bitch. No, I probably shouldn't have, but I'm here now, so we're all gonna have to live with the consequences.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Looked like, I don't know, but I saw something. I swear I saw someone.
Wait, I'll have a look over there.
Nope.
Huh?
Listen, dead bitch, just
Whatever.
turn around.
They moved. Pretty sure of it.
Do this. I'm not going to carry you because that will get me noticed for sure even more.
I wonder what I'm dealing with.
Actually, that's why I'm going to pick you up and like tuck you away here. Now, save again. Just going to make a creepy noise. Just to make a creepy noise, I feel.
I need the combination to Stilton's study.
Right. Okay. That's how to get it.
Where are you hiding? Think you're smart? I'll find you!
What? You saw me.
I'll be damned!
Ah, shit. Listen, dude, just like don't worry about it, okay? In general. Fuck me.
Misery. March.
Nothing then.
Right. Okay. Should really have looked in there before I clicked on it, but I'm stupid and didn't, so who else is in here?
I told him to let it warm up first. You can't say I didn't.
More guards?
You had it coming! I won't let you get away so easily!
Okay. Probably easier to shoot him and choke out the other guy. Right. There is no point going over there. We write with some exciting regarding plant extension to your home, ready to unveil our plans for a new functional appealing office space. Might you have time to view our drawings in the coming weeks? We're completely at your disposal, ready to begin construction upon the very instant of your approval. Okay, doke.
That looks like reinforced glass. Is there a break-in?
Nothing of the sort. We're just renovating for Mr. Stilton.
His windows went out of style? These rich choppers drive me nuts.
Don't worry about it. Have I got a stun grenade? Better thought. Teleport to the present, the future, and see what's crack-lacking.
What's that noise?
There's nothing, don't worry about it. Right. I have got that. That's the stuff. Where the shit is that ring? Right. Down. One. I'm gonna F5. I'm gonna hope. Never mind. Said what I can do is sneak, or I could do a stun grenade. Either one of these would work. Oh, and I appear to be dropping frames. Up you Virgin Media's fuck up to me. Sorry, I've got the mess inside stuck in my head for some reason. It just will not quit. What do you mean? What's that supposed to mean? Well then how am I meant to get through there? Door blocked. What the shit? What shitty excuse is that? to the house staff. Then workers coming tonight to fix up that window. It's about the only time I could get them to come, and they made a big stink about how busy they was for months now, and tonight's the only time they got for us. Reminded them that it's for Mr. Aaron Stilton. They said they didn't care if the Duke himself, if it's tonight or not for months. So let's get him, let him get on with fixing the windows is all I'm saying.
That looks like Hey,
who is... You asked for it.
Right. We're gonna take at least one of them out. Watch them pathing. That's what I need to do. They're pathers, so I need to watch them pathing. And I'll sit here humming the mess inside to myself for the entire goddamn time. Right. I know what to do. Fuck's sake, don't turn around. If I take one of them out... Nah, you know what? I'm gonna try the stun grenade. That's what I'm gonna do. I'll sit here humming,
That looks like reinforced glass. Is there a break-in?
Nothing of the sort.
Whoops. I forgot how the stun grenade works, so instead I'm just going to move forward to trigger the conversation, then scoot backwards and be sneaky about it. Deprived of your supernatural powers and enhancements, you'll have to rely on the outsider's timepiece and your wits. Joke's on you, I don't have any.
That looks like reinforced glass. Is there a break-in?
Nothing of the sort. I'm the first one to admit when I'm scared.
I'll break your face.
Fuck. Fuck me. Am I right or am I right? I can't sing, I don't know why I'm singing. Oh yes, it's because I've got the mess inside stuck in my head. I don't know that many songs by the Mountain Goats. In fact, some could say I know next to none.
Is there a break-in?
Nothing of the sort.
So here goes out there, and he goes over here.
Don't get any closer.
Now what do I do? Workers are coming out tonight to fix the window. now the window is not fixed, so we can hop in here into this funky little sort of safe area, unlock that, investigate what's crack-lacking in here, including 2 paintings, neither of which are the paintings that we need. But we can also
Go to the chest.
Hey, Lewis! You
aren't going anywhere. Pop in here, and these 3 guys are causing an issue. God, I hope I saved. If I didn't, I'm gonna be so pissed. I like to think of all these people in these saves that never were, who abruptly see, like, for fuck's sake, a figure coming out of the past and then disappearing.
That looks like reinforced glass. Was there a break-in?
Nothing of the sort.
So he goes outside. He goes over.
You again?
No.
Get out of my face. We don't want you here. What do you want? Step back. I don't like your face, but I can fix it.
I don't like your face either, dude. I don't like that the other workman made me, waste a precious sleep dart. Whatever. What's under here? Bullets. Something, something. Brought you my bullets, you brought me your love, something. Right now, I need to be careful, because there's 3 of them, and they will cause a royal pain in the arse if we're not careful. So here's what we're gonna do.
What's in the chest? Bet it's full of fancy clothes and exotic jewelry. I'd love to see the silver graphs they take here. Yeah.
It's unfortunately ruined my not getting spotted, but hey, that's how it be. So he's out there. He's
Break the face! What? Up there!
never mind. Probably better to take him out first. Or I could use my last sleep dart. Precious sleep darts. Why are there never enough of you? My one true love, sleep darts. So where's he go? Does he keep wandering around there? fuck.
Someone there?
I meant to latch the door. That's what I meant to do. I understand what to do now, at least. Wait until he leaves, choke him out, and immediately go latch the door. Or swap to the past to confuse the shit out of him. If I can't latch, I'll swap. I'm sure this is riveting gameplay, am I right? All in the favour of being at least negligibly sneaky. No, incorrect. Oh. They both out there? No? Damn. It's alright that I hit the wrong button. We'll be right back. I am once again asking me not to potentially fall head over heels while attempting to navigate my flat. Right.
Come on! I don't have...
Gonna choke him out.
Hey, who is...
Then do that. No! Latch it! Latch it, you fuck!
Come on. Won't hurt you. Come out wherever you are.
Aramis could see I've been crying. It's nice that you noticed, but I was too distraught to discuss my troubles and retreated to the little studio he generously provides. Yet another gallery's rejected my silvergraph images. Even after I explained the technical skill involved in the placement of the mannequins and the difficulties in silvergraph apparatus itself, they called them boring. Boring. A jab at my humble upbringing, no doubt. Snobbery is rampant in the arts. Portraits of Marquis X or Earl Y, that they would buy. But a still life made of ordinary objects, captured more honestly by a mechanical marvel, for that they'll turn up their noses. When my mood approves, I'll go talk to Aramis. At least he makes an effort to appreciate my art. Goodbye, my friend. Hello. That leaves me free to explore the past. Which there is very little. I like all the sewing machines. At the at one of the charity shops that I go to get clothes, that sounds sadder than it is. I just like them because they're cheaper.
Stilton.
Yes, Aramis Stilton. Anyway, at one of those places, they what the heck is with that photo? Gross. Anyway, words difficult.
Something stinks around here. Now my job to clean it.
You see nothing?
Something's annoying you, dearies. I can...
I can just hop out the window. That's what I can do. Get hair caught in my headset again and then just hop straight out the window. Yeet. And off we pop. And now that I finished fucking about, we'll actually get on with the story. Right. Boop. There we go. I'm just gonna sit here, humming the mess inside to myself for a bit. What's with these, like, little crocodiles everywhere? Shit. There are blood flies everywhere, and I do not have a dart. That's alright, because this place is full of dust, and so I can do this.
Whatever happens seems to be centered at some focal point.
Take them out. Eat that. F5. Okay. Now. I'm gonna have to I was gonna... Hey, it worked. Incredible. So, 5. Now that we're in the courtyard, well, there are guards fucking everywhere. Wow. In the past, present, you know, in the where we are now, there are just some doggies. That's okay. Because you can do, and by you I mean I can do this. God, I really need to stop humming that to myself. It's just, it has the dual benefit of both being a very good song and a very depressing song. So, you know, I of course love it to bits. Okay. Now there's a doggy here who was about to have the absolute shit confused out of him. Ah, shit. Mistakes? They were made. Right. Doggy, you better not count for my count against my no kill achievement. Well, it's not an achievement because I already have it, but so here's the notebook that we're looking for. The Duke Luke are coming tonight. There will be so many strangers in my house. I shouldn't have agreed to host this cursed seance. Something's going to happen. I can feel it. Maybe I won't attend. Feign sickness or lock myself up in the bathroom. Anyway, I need to change the combination to the study door as I was asked. Let's focus on something else. Old memories. 4. The coins in my pocket when I left Morley and came to Kanaka. 1 coin for each week until I could get another boat and join you, my mother said. But then she never came. 7. My birth month. Probably the only person who knows since Theodana's passed away. 7. The number painted on my lunch bucket when I worked in the mines. I was just a kid, but it feels like yesterday. Right.
Notebook contains Stilton's combination.
I'm gonna do this. I think I've already ruined my getting spotted, so we'll then do this.
Guards! Someone!
That's my luck.
How'd you even see me, bro? Seeing as I'm, well, now I've definitely ruined my, now they're all going to be incredibly confused. So, fun fact, we actually have 3 options there. We can either do nothing, in which case he takes part, kill him, in which case he does not take part, the mansion gets sold, and basically it just sort of turns into a bit of a shithole. Or what we did, which was knock him out, and he remains sane and continues to live in the manor. I am in favour of that one. In general, because I'm going for non-lethal here as much as possible, but also more specifically because words, they are so difficult. Brain shorting out, can't think. He seems like a good guy. That's what I meant to say. Like, in general, he seems like a pretty good dude. And I don't want to ruin his shit, you know? Right, now. We want to get up stairs. Jesus, every time I do that, it scares me.
Stink, do I? At least I have a job, which is more than he can say.
We can look around the pool, which has nothing. In the past, it was mostly just covered in guards, like everything else is.
The tea's too hot, the bath's too cold, my vest has a wrinkle. Do it yourself then. It's gotta be so bleeding
Many
perfect.
years in the silver mines. But go ahead, he won't be back until very late tonight. He's throwing a party for one of the miners who's retiring.
They broke the mold when they made old Aramis Stilton.
Yeah, so true. It's really the man's heart that's made of silver.
It's all a fuss. Well, whatever it is, I got more important things to worry about.
Keeping Stilton away from Ashworth's ritual changed things.
Sure did. Made them a lot nicer, if you ask me. Nope. Bless you.
Leave
Right.
at once or I'll call for help.
Look at all the leaving I'm doing. Wow, incredible. See? Look, I'm leaving. It is actually much nicer to wander around in this state, simply because it's... What kind of painting is that? It's much nicer, you know?
I'm only human. One tray. Do they think there are two of me?
Gorilla. He does, of course, still have a giant statue of something. Good sir, writing to inquire about the finished work on your new office. Does everything meet with your expectations and approval? Are any adjustments needed? Have the workmen sufficiently cleaned up after their construction activities? Should everything prove satisfactory, we shall follow shortly with our invoices. Respectfully yours, K. Kirkengard and A. Miranola Architecture and Supplies. Aramis Stilton, silver mine owner and advocate for workers, has called for a meeting with Duke Luca Abele to negotiate the creation of a new fund to benefit the victims of mining accidents. Currently no such fund exists and injured miners are simply let go from the position, expected to find other work, despite missing limbs, blindness and other serious impediments. The meeting will be the third such for the two, but so far not much agreed upon. However, Stilton says he remains hopeful that the health fund will be established and well funded before the end of the year. Again, like, Stilton really just seems like a bad, you know, a good guy rather, who got caught up in a whole hunk of shit. We can't teleport into the past here because it doesn't exist. Spooky. Right, where are we going? Down. That's where we're going, I think. Incorrect. go. Mission clues 477. Okay. We've got 3 rooms. Let's do with that. In terms of bone charms, did I get any new ones? Climbing speed, I think. Whatever. Let me double check what it is. 477. Right. So we got 477. Fuck.
Let's have a look.
Don't know what hurts more, my feet or my neck. They're running me into an early grave.
I keep doing that. I keep 4, 7. In we hop. Close that and
Things seem to be
save.
the worst here. The 2 times are overlapping now somehow.
Time to begin. Where's Stilton? I should never have kept him on just because he and my father were close.
What we're about to attempt has never been done. It's beyond my understanding, and certainly beyond yours. If anyone has any doubts, set them aside now.
This defies rational understanding.
Yeah, it
It's
sure
the very
does.
edge where natural philosophy crosses over into something else.
Yes, I can feel it. We risk madness.
All of you, Delilah is your rightful empress. You owe her this.
Delilah's stronger than before. The Duke and I have heard her voice, whispering to us. And now it's time. So take your positions.
Okay. Sneak downstairs.
Focus on the void behind the room.
And it's cutscene time.
Catch you.
By the star. This is more exciting than any orgy I've ever attended.
Gross, dude.
How curious. It seems to have worked.
That's really terrifying.
Inside this thing. Luca, you must lock it away.
I thought we'd lost you.
Luca, I will never abandon you. Wait, you are hidden, but I know who you are. I know when you are. You've come to watch me return.
Sure have.
Someday, I'll come for you.
No doubt about it.
The void beyond the world is understand all I've seen.
By the stars. This is
Basically, it
more
keeps
exciting than any orgy I've ever attended.
keeps refreshing. That just like keeps on happening. And it's really too spoopy for me. We can head out.
Leave at once, or I'll call for help.
See, look, I'm leaving. Look at all the leaving I'm doing, incredible. Just like how fucking A is that leaving that I'm currently doing. So what do we know now? We know that she's immortal. And we know that she's immortal because she,
Hey, don't you work in another excavation site?
I was, but the wife's pregnant again.
Oh, lovely. I didn't know.
can basically
I don't like your face, but I can fix it.
chill, dude. Dude. Sneak out this way and decide not to worry about the mission results that we are sure to get, which are going to be terrible, 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 and also terrible. That's okay though. These paintings are really quite unnerving. Anyway, what I wanted to say was I lived to disappoint my attempt to be stealthy. Now that you've learned Delilah's secret, make your way back to Anton Sokolov, waiting aboard the skiff. So we have a form at work called, well, it's called a skiff, but it spells SCCIF. No nails.
Edges of the void.
Gonna be totally boned.
But this one is special. It's the place where my throat was cut 4,000 years ago. This is where my life ended, and where it began again. It's where they made me.
This part of the void feels older.
And infinitely more terrifying.
Right up until the end, I thought I'd find a way to escape. I fought, but the rooms only cut my skin, so I went limp. And then the knife touched my throat, and I knew I'd waited too long. The blood ran out, and I became a god. Now you know Delilah's secret. At the end of her days, she drifted through the void and should have been lost forever. But her will and cunning are second to none. She found this place. The island in the void where I became what I am. It changed.
Hello, Critwitch. I hope you're doing well. Sorry, I totally zoned out and forgot to look at Twitch chat there because I was thinking about what's happening in game.
And I don't like it.
I'll give you a hint, outsider. I don't like it either, quite frankly.
You have to give Delilah credit. She tore out a piece of herself and hid it away. Inside a thing made of bones.
Statue is really horrible.
She made herself immortal.
As are the effigies back in Brianna's place.
You're going to have to find her spirit and give it back to her.
What if I eat her spirit?
It won't be easy. But what comes after that might be the hardest hardest thing you will ever have to do.
What if I don't want to kill her? I just want to really fuck her up. It is pretty intense. I've, like...
The world contains more mysteries than I imagined.
Sure does. I haven't played this for a few years, so I've forgotten a lot of these smaller details. Every so often stuff happens that still really surprises me. Like that. The Outside is a vividly fascinating character. After I've played Dishonored 2, I'm going to play Death of the Outsider, which is completely new to me. I never got around to playing it. Due to my fantastic ability to be really excited for a thing.
Now to meet up with Sokolov again at the skiff, after a very strange day.
Words. So yeah, I have this ability where I can be super excited for a thing.
Apparently the family committee made a request. Too much dust was pissing down.
At least Stilton listens to them. More than I can say for Grand
Approval for the new ventilation shaft. More air means less dusty lung.
I'm sure I had a thought, but...
Store, right? You deserve thanks for helping the people here.
Considering who you are, I don't know whether to feel honored that you recognize me, or to yell at you for propping up the Duke while he's shitting all over Serkonos.
And who do you think I am?
I'm not stupid. Whether the newspapers and the posters in the street are right or wrong, I know who you are. And I hope you're here to end Luca Abella's tyranny. Either way, we haven't been sitting around waiting for you to clean up your mess.
Sounds like you have a plan.
No, nothing that solid. Not yet. But I believe the Duke will fall, eventually. All I can say is that when you reach the Grand Palace, just be aware that not everyone there is your enemy.
Wink, wink,
Trust
nudge,
your
nudge.
judgment.
All right. I'll remember that.
Anyway, good luck. There's still a chance to make something new here in Karnaca. Something that serves everyone, not just some rapacious bastard with a title.
Isn't that always the goal, really?
Waterworld, or even the mighty, take from those who suffer.
Okay. Munch, munch. This is what I'm after. And I completely forgot that I have abilities. Oh, stow it, dude.
Not this time. I've heard that Stilton agreed to a meeting with the woman heading up the family committee. What's her name again?
Lucia Pastor. She's supposed to talk to Stilton soon about new safety rules for the mines. Fewer hours for the children working down there, too.
Why does Pastor care in the first place? She isn't one of
She's...
Never seen her carrying a pick or a shovel.
There's a rumor that she was in love with a miner. Someone who died in an accident. They say his body's still under the mountain, buried in silver.
I think Lucia Pastor just has a good heart and a strong will.
I'm with that one. She has a good heart and a strong will. Okay, how do I get up here? Like this. Then, first of all, we've got that down there. Anyway, hello Crit Twitch, how are you? I hope you're doing well. You've come sort of just in time for the, the end of this particular, chapter, but definitely not the end of the stream. I'm just...
Maybe no one else will even notice. But things have changed here. For the better.
Dealing with some time fuckery. I've also got an unexplained pain happening at the moment, which I'm guessing is due to my fucky circulation, but I just don't know. So that is currently distracting me a lot.
Guess what's coming to him, Megan? Leaders rise and fall.
Hi.
You're back. That was quick.
Well...
Sorry I couldn't take you to see Stilton myself. But I guess you found the place.
Quick for you, but it took
The dust is wreaking havoc on my throat.
a long time for me. Let's get out of here.
I found a way to get around Paolo and Byrne, and I've been to Stilton's house.
Oh, I'm glad
Let's
to
go.
hear it. It is definitely disconcerting. I have several moments where... What? Jesus, 18 bodies detected? Yikes. Maybe I'll get clean hands for this, though. Stilton's while hiding under the table, found the rune, manipulated time to collapse the balcony, and visited his office and the altered present. Did some things. Eliminated most of Duke Luca Abello's key accomplices. Talked to your allies about the Duke before departing for the Grand Palace. God, I've had the mess inside by the mountain goat stuck in my head all afternoon, and it keeps happening. It's like the two things are distracting me at the moment.
Tore down the
That
original
song
palace in
and,
Karnaca, his birthplace, in order to build a lavish
Random
structure that
things.
cost enough to feed everyone in Serkonos for years. It's said to be a sprawling estate to humble all others, a monument to his ego and sense of princely entitlement. But whatever the Duke has done to his nation happened while I was Empress. In Dunwall, we were content to look the other way as long as the silver kept flowing. I've got to get inside the Grand Palace, deal with the Duke, and find a way to steal Delilah's soul.
We appear to have woken.
Can you feel it? This is my last night. Soon I'll dissolve into the great nothing.
You should be at peace.
I've stayed too long. Find Delilah's spirit. Trap this cage of dead flesh. Set me free.
I don't understand.
You will very soon.
Honey nut Filios. Filios. Your couriers only give me a scan minutes right back before he leaves to your secret location. I'm in tears that you won't give me the location or take me along, but I trust you. I don't know if it's fair to be this angry with you, or if I should instead cry tears of joy knowing you're still alive. Seems that Morley is on the verge of going to war against Crystal, and the rumours from Dunwall are grim and strange. We've heard about soldiers made of metal, women commanding the trees, and whales gathering in the harbour, singing their songs in reverse. I hate the whole world for being between you and me. Well, we should be holding hands. Please be safe, or I won't know what to do. It's a good ear. This is very depressing ear. Dust District. I can't find the words to describe the misery here and the grit in the air. I've been coughing for an hour straight and my mind feels cloudy. Got rid of Paolo, the leader of the Howlers. He brought in the fear and trickery. He'll trouble the city no more. And that goes for Vice Overseer Byrne as well. His intolerance, his personal ambition. Could any of us live up to the expectations the Overseers demand? Whoever ends up brooding over Karnaca, it won't be a gang of cutthroats, nor will it be the Abbey. Now I need to make sure it won't be Duke Luca Abella either. Today I saw the effects of the void leaking into Aramis Stilton's house through the cracks of reality. I was able to see the past and the present simultaneously. I learned a great deal looking into the night the Duke's gathering, 3 years past. I watched the seance that brought Delilah's spirit from the void where she was trapped and into this world. I saw that spirit preserved in an effigy made of bone by the witch Brianna Ashworth. That effigy holding Delilah's spirit was given to Duke Abele for safekeeping. Now I know why Delilah cannot be killed. As long as she is not whole, she'll remain immortal. Even the outsiders seemed worried. This is the information I've been seeking. Now I just have to turn it into a plan. It's pretty fucked up. TBH, be honest. see if we've got anything else we want to slot on. I'm gonna go with this one actually. Crossbow, I'm not worried about that. Not drop assassinating. Radius slightly larger. That could be really helpful for the final section. But Gucci for now. What about powers? I've got 2 runes. One rapid sprint. Incapacitate. I'll go for this one actually. Now, time to wander around here looking for thing. As is always the first step when waking up. Look around everywhere for thing.
I can't believe it's taken this long for someone to go after the Duke. Another aristocratic boss, living in a palace and sucking the marrow out of the same people who built it.
Duke Abel spared no expense on his new palace.
They keep calling him Abel, but I keep pronouncing it Abele.
Byrne wanted to be High Overseer. A gangster could never be trusted to run a city. I wonder what Aramis Stilton can accomplish now that things are different.
Can but hope.
Fear of the executioner's block has been a
It me.
prime motivator for many of them.
Once the Duke falls, it's my hope that we can build something better here. Something more representative and inclusive.
The incredibly hot villain of this game.
Empress Jessamine herself once offered me a suite at Dunmore Tower, complete with a laboratory, the finest apparatus in the Isles. I declined, of course. I'm not some conjurer from penny novels. Besides, I have a great fondness for my privacy.
Sit here and listen.
My interests often find me coming and going in the odd hours of night. It's hard not to consider what might have been different had I plotted a different course through my early years. Was there something I might have said or done when Delilah was my apprentice that could have prevented all this?
Almost definitely not, but
Character, a fixed star we must all follow in darkness.
I feel like she would have been. She's both ambitious and angry, and so I feel like she would always have been like. Door there is locked, but if we go up and over, we should be able to drop down and get to it. Oh, I'm sorry if I'm dropping frames again. Once again asking my net not to fuck up. Okay. I'm gonna have to Google a thing because I am a confused cat. this key. Yeah. Ah, I see. I think you need to leave that at a specific point, and I have missed it, so whatever.
Are you ready for this?
Not really, but we'll try.
Inside a dozen castles and 100 mansions, and they're the same everywhere. The Duke's palace can't be anything worse than Lady Brisby's social afternoons.
Getting inside might not be the hard part. The Duke doesn't exactly run a tight ship.
Taking down Duke Abel is only part of the puzzle. You've also got to find whatever it is he's keeping for Delilah.
You were cryptic about what you gleaned from visiting the Dust District, which is fine. The world is better with a hint of mystery. But once you're inside the Grand Palace...
I really am sorry that I appear to be dropping frames.
...things in Karnaca for years to come. Remember that.
No, it's really freaking out.
I've got a map of the Grand Palace for you, and I know something that may be useful. There's a hidden lever in the pantry that opens a passage to the Duke's vault. If he's keeping anything precious for Delilah, I suspect that's where it'll be. Beyond that, good hunting.
I'll see what I can do. I know things in Karnaca are fragile, and I've got a lot to think about after all this is done.
I hope I've been of some help too. It's good to feel useful here near the end of my time.
Sokolov, you're a good lad.
In a lifetime, how many monarchs have done half of what you have in a month?
It's not widely known, but the Duke has a body double. The man is the spitting image of
Meet me at the skiff. It's likely that the palace is trashed. They say the Duke lives like a 12-year-old.
Okay, well, there's a key that you can get from her, but I can't get it because it just wants me to talk to her, so... whatever.
Ready to visit the Duke?
Ready.
Let's do it. We're going to go at least get to the palace. Self-serving and corrupt, Duke Luca Abele rules Sakonis and orchestrated the coup against you. Enter the Grand Palace to find and eliminate the Duke, who protects himself from assassins with a body double. You must also locate Delilah's spirit, the only means of counteracting her immortality. You also get one of the prettiest views of the city on this ride, and it's where my end screen comes from. A screenshot taken on a previous playthrough.
At the palace, the Duke has a look-alike body double, meant to confuse assassins. A friend of mine washes the linens and said the double is a smoker, if that helps.
Sure does.
Maybe you can talk to him. She says he's a nice guy. What a shitty job, pretending to be a tyrant like Duke Luca Abel.
It's remarkable that people tolerate the Duke.
He's got an army, control of the mines, and he's had your support from the capital. At the Duke's parties, people carve up the country while eating boiled crab.
There were parties like that in Dunwall, full of toadies sucking up to me, stabbing each other in the back.
Poor Empress. I could see those party lights from the roof of the abandoned butcher shop where I slept. In the flooded district.
I know you grew up hard, Megan. I used to wander Dunwall with my face hidden. But when I got tired of it, I could always go back to the tower. Karnaca's given me perspective.
It is interesting to...
After you've eliminated the Duke, find what he's holding for Delilah and take it. When you're finished, I'll pick you up in the skiff.
It is interesting to play as
Sorry if I sound bitter. Don't turn your back on the Duke.
bitter in the slightest. Okay, there are many things. Let's go for that one. Oh, hang on. Gee, whoa, pardon me. I'm gonna sneeze right in the middle of that. Anyway, what I was going to say was it is interesting playing as the Empress because she is obviously grown up in a very privileged privileged lifestyle, and so, you know, it's good to see her learning to see her learning basically to appreciate her privilege is good. It's only a matter of time before I have another nosebleed. I've been having them like every day for the last couple of months, really. And when this is all over, I am definitely going to the doctor about it. But for now, I shall just suffer and hope that.
Shop. Betting you're afraid we'll get caught.
The guy that runs the shop is nervous. But if they just let us move it straight off the boat. Now, I got a friend over at the shop. Been running protection for black market shops for years here in Karnataka and over Colorado.
Fuck.
So there's basically no risk.
What's your friend's name?
That's a secret. These guys deal with me and nobody else. Job security.
In and out.
Watch yourself around the Duke's men.
As Ronan would say, like a motherfucking thief. A sentence which makes no sense if you haven't read. It doesn't say it, it's Kaminsky who says it. It's a reference to the Raven cycle. Okie so we came off. Carriage stop here, and that's where things are. Yeah, it is very frustrating. Rats. No, I stood on fire, that's what it is. Well, you know. Here we go. What I was going to say, and then I, what? Oh, it's the, spotlight, that's what saw me. I was going to say before I got distracted was, if you haven't read The Raven Cycle, the quote, in and out like a motherfucking thief, will not make sense, and I'm pretty certain it is Kaminsky who says that, and not Ronan, but either way it's a line I associate with Ronan, so. Right. That dude's over there doing his funky thing. I'm not going to steal from him, because he's a hard-working dude and he doesn't deserve it.
Dust everywhere, no matter what you do.
Oh no, don't judge her. Right. Here we go. Time to attempt to be sneaky. Emphasis on the attempt to be. That did not work as planned. Right. For fuck's sake. If I was a black market, where would I be hiding? Why don't they put the black markets on the official maps? It's so rude. I just want to go there so that I've got a safe place to log out. See, this Paolo won't cause a trouble because we shoved him in a body bag. Well, no. Unconscious, we dealt with him. You saw no one. Don't worry about it. I'm pretty certain I've gone the wrong way, but that's okay. What's going on there? Oh, it's a person with a hat. Right. Okay, but for real, if I was the black market, where would I be hiding? Okay. This was almost certainly without a doubt the wrong way to go, and yet I'm here now, so I may as well. Listen, please leave me alone.
Laws change. The Duke's given the Grand Guard leeway to create new fees when needed. You know who else had a nice shop?
I want to close the gate behind you after each delivery. If you need the code, speak to me directly or to Carlos Malletto at Winslow Safe. Right.
Sleep inside drunk. The face is covered. The Grand Guard won't like that.
Pay what you owe. Well, you know, I would. But actually,
Cover your face. Are you worried someone might recognize you?
yes, I am. Please get off my dick.
Bet it on the baby.
Let's see what you've got.
Know yourself and state your name.
Nothing and nobody, don't worry about it. Place is pretty fucked up. Just like by the by. Kinda spoopy. Right.
Empress or not, simply all the same.
That's what we want. Okay. Gate code. To run a safe and vault business, you can't even remember a simple 3-digit combination. Set the back alley code to your birthday and you thought it was your wedding anniversary. Set it to your wedding anniversary, you thought it was grandfather's age. Set it to grandfather's age, you thought it was mother's street address. Kind of advice you give to your customers for their combinations, I wonder. It's a miracle anyone in the city manages to whip one of your safes again after locking it. Anyway, since you leave me no choice, here's the gate combination ring in coloured ink, which isn't cheap. 449. Bring the note with you when you come to my shop. I'll make sure it gets burnt. And no, I won't leave the gate open. I can't risk anyone having a curious peek into my business. Okie dokie.
Huh? But there was
449.
Am I going crazy?
I love that phrase. 449. No.
No exceptions. Either you have the code or I assume something's off. My boss's orders.
Damn, open this door.
You know I won't do this. You're wasting time.
Lots of fun things to pick up and steal, including Atomized Solution, my one true love. It's a combination for the alley gate. Don't forget the password either, I won't open the back door. Next time to occupy in a different place. You started to attract unwanted attention. Grand Guard have doubled their patrol since the Duke's last decree, so we've got to be careful. Oh, I've got to go back to the ship. Yes. Well, anyway. Sneak around here. Hello, I'm here.
Come right in. I'm sure you're an honest and respectful customer with coin to spin.
Well, I don't know about honest and respectful, but...
I hear yesterday was quite a pleasure to do business.
Okay. Sleep darts.
A deal well made.
Fussed about that. Okay.
Let's
get
see.
some
I have some upgrade
upgrades.
plans for your gear.
Has to reload. Nope. Not fussed about that because I don't use those.
I wonder if we'll have a visit from the new Empress Delilah. Kanaka could be her summer residence. The prices reflect the exquisite quality of the items offered.
Go with faster reload time. Whoops, yes. That's what I wanted.
Come back soon, if I'm still around.
Not this time.
I feel like saying if I'm still around is a surefire way to ensure something will go wrong. Right, whoops. Not again. I'm actually gonna hop back in here. Stuck up on these.
I should close the shop until the dust settles.
Till the dust settles, eh? Michael's eyebrows. Okay. Now I can do this and sneak in here where there is. Found a sailor dead in the street, dragged her to an alley to check for loot. Don't know what killed her, but it wasn't thieves since the pockets full of coins and other things. Best was 2 nice pieces of whalebone. I made sure I soaked it in good enough blood, just like Mother showed me when she had the black bone charm before me. Took out the black charm, strung it on my neck, hanging between my pouts. Started carving on one of them, whalebones from the sailor, and it's eager work. Too eager, so I speak to it. Calm it. You got to be patient, I say. Once that whalebone was still, I carved a cast around one side, then a sweet tempter on the other. Took me a long time too. It's my mother's black bone charm that makes it all work. Got warm to the touch and started to sing while I was working. This new bit of whalebone is sure is special. Strong. Fetch a good price from a street boss or smuggler. My little charm is done. It'll make a gambler drunk with luck. Walk away a winner every time. Though each I'd have spent at the tables, the price is paid. Eyes going milky bit by bit, till they're all boiled up like eggs. For the most, the outsider is nothing but a child's tale meant to instill fear of that beyond the family, the community. When I was young, my mother and I were on the run, moving from one village or sea down to the next, camping in the woods for weeks, always with the cussed overseas at our back. At night she told me of her dreams, of the empty place where the outsider whispered to her. With each visit her craft grew until she could see through the eyes of moths and unlock a door or window latch from outside the house. I will find this empty place. Somehow the key to open the void will fall into my hands. In time I will learn the secret and he will call to me as he called to her. Call me a heretic for my studies. Drag me to your cold and stone cell, whip my flesh and put me on trial as an apostate. Burn my body to ash, but I will continue to seek the realm of which my mother spoke. It is my life's meaning. And conveniently, a good place for us to end stream.
Here you are, back among your own people. The palace-born and those who curry their favor. Are you feeling more comfortable, Majesty? Are these the people you want running a quarter of your empire? No? It never seemed to bother you before.
It's alright. We have lots of privilege.
Up close.
And don't know things.
Here, it's harder to ignore the way the people outside the palace get through the day. In any case, I know what you're after. The heart you carry can only hold one spirit at a time. So, if you want to walk out with a piece of Delilah, you better be ready to leave something behind.
If you know what I mean. But anyway, folks, on that dramatic point, I think this is about time to end stream. So I am going to say thank you very much for watching. It is very much appreciated, and I do hope that you enjoyed. Got music playing eventually. For some reason, Pretzel is not reacting to the normal shortcuts I use, so I shall have to fuck about that. I will be streaming Destiny 2 tomorrow. I think what we're going to do is we're going to do the unlocks. Are we? I might do the unlock for the lie and then grind it out. I've got 2 weeks just under to grind it, so I think I'm gonna do the unlock for the lie, which is the last story quest of the current season in Destiny 2. But then we're actually going to be moving on to Shadowkeep, and this time for real we're going to be doing it and just focusing on Shadowkeep for a bit. Then on Tuesday it'll be Final Fantasy XIV, where we are going to be doing the new FF11 crossover event, because I'm pretty certain I haven't done Arshad. And then Arshad is going to be adventuring up the Dirt Robot. I got him up to level 80, so no more level locking, we'll be able to push on with the story. Then on Thursday it'll be Higurashi When They Cry, Himatsubushi, got the name right that time, where we're going to continue investigating the sleepy little town of Hinamizawa where nothing can go wrong, right? Then finally next Saturday will be more Dishonored 2, where we shall continue investigating the Grand Palace. As an aside, there is a good chance I will decide on Wednesday that I'm going to be doing some special streams. Thank you, Crit. You too, take care of yourself. I really hope so as well. I don't know what's going on. I think I've probably trapped a nerve somewhere. That's what it is. That's usually the case. Sorry, yes. Special streams on Wednesday to celebrate June being Pride Month, but I haven't 100% decided either that I will be doing it or if I have the exact mechanics of it. So we'll find out on Wednesday, I guess, if that'll be happening or not. So take care everybody, have a wonderful evening, do look after yourselves. I am going to go finish off a bottle of wine that I bought on Sunday and chill out for the rest of the evening. So yeah, take care, have a good evening, and I will see you guys on Brain Sorting Out tomorrow. Tomorrow is when I will see you guys on. Tomorrow. I know what words are, I know what time of the day it is, and I am very lucid at all times.